parties in the House of Commons to reach consensus and make progress together. This is what working together constructively is all about.
Both Justin Trudeau and the dissident MPs could have their wishes fulfilled. Justin Trudeau is determined to lead his party into the next election. Perhaps more than 20 Liberal MPs want a change in party leadership to reflect the views of their constituents. Before we proceed, please subscribe to the channel to get the latest political news as they unfold. The solution is simple: if these Liberal MPs voted with the Conservatives and Bloc Québécois in a confidence motion, then both Mr. Trudeau and the dissident MPs could have their wishes fulfilled. Even better, millions of Canadians would also have a say. We know there will be potholes in our roads in the winter and spring. It's a cycle. That's why we expect government to develop road building codes, maintenance programs, and budgets to reduce inconvenience, keep crosswalks passable and prevent vehicle damage. Plan ahead. But here in Alberta, that is not how we approach oil and gas. We don't budget for when the bottom drops out, we don't create programs to ensure government services continue, we don't create any small sales tax to ensure continuity of funding. No, instead we warn about a rough season ahead, so we had better be prepared to fix the potholes in our own streets, smash our vehicles to pieces or stay home, and maybe curse carbon pricing while we are at it. Letter writers refer to greedy homeowners and doubt that developers will pass on any cost savings. Resolving the housing crisis requires the construction of new houses, and costs are such that much of the required new construction is not economic. Ideological rants will not convince private capital to build homes at a loss. The whole premise, that if we build X number of houses, then supply and demand will come back into balance, ignores the cost of production. That is like saying if Porsche would flood the market with 911s at below cost, we could push down resale values and everyone could own a Porsche car. Sure, but why would Porsche do that? Do people see all these projects going into receivership or shutting down? Meanwhile, government is throwing incentives galore at rental projects. It is government policies in their totality, then, that encourage renting and discourage ownership. On the eve of Holocaust Education Week, I read with sorrow and anger about the rise in residential school denialism. This has to end, now. My late father Jerry Capellas, a child survivor of the Lodz Ghetto and Auschwitz and Buchenwald concentration camps, ended his own silence about the Holocaust when faced with similar denialism in the 1970s and 1980s. Knowing that Holocaust survivors would not be around forever to educate the world about what they experienced and witnessed, my father used the rest of his days to speak out against hatred and Holocaust denialism. I call upon Canada's parliamentarians to move quickly to pass legislation to criminalize residential school denialism, and I urge residential school survivors to speak out and educate Canadians, louder than ever, about the horror and truth of their own experiences. Thank you for watching until the end. Please share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more updates. Both Justin Trudeau and the dissident MPs could have their wishes fulfilled. Justin Trudeau is determined to lead his party into the next election. Perhaps more than 20 Liberal MPs want a change in party leadership to reflect the views of their constituents. Before we proceed, please subscribe to the channel to get the latest political news as they unfold. The solution is simple: if these Liberal MPs voted with the Conservatives and Bloc Québécois in a confidence motion, then both Mr. Trudeau and the dissident MPs could have their wishes fulfilled. Even better, millions of Canadians would also